Alright, welcome back. Thank you for watching. It's finally time to attempt the best of both worlds. Yeah, for the first attempt, I'm doing a bit of a cheat. You understand a little bit more when we start up about how I'm cheating, but this is the team I'm taking with me. Jean-Luc, Captain Jean-Luc, Data, and Ramiro, and the Enterprise E. I'm not going to explain why it's a cheat just yet. There's the 38 threat, the 38 starting threat that you get from having such an awesome lineup. So you might be thinking, hey, that sounds a bit crazy, but we'll get to the actual quest itself. We'll see how we go. And I've been dreading doing this quest, even though I created it, because it's just so bloody hard. Because it is based off of the Delgadura quest from the core set, in which the mechanic of losing a character is part of it. But of course, I twisted it around to make it suit Star Trek and stuff. So it's not an exact copy of that quest, but it's it's similar. And that quest is bloody hard. So solo at the very least. So let's give it a go. So we've got some cards up here that we put up aside out of play. There's the cube, Cutis, and put over 3 and 5, 9. Some copies of Sleep. The treachery called Resistance is Futile. Some objectives. Encounter deck. And the quest itself. So, let's get into it. While investigating the disappearance of various colonies along the neutral zone border, your ship is called to investigate a report from the USS Lalo of the sighting of a large cube-shaped vessel. You arrive to find the wreckage of the Lalo and a huge Borg cube. Setup. Place the 3 objective cards, the Battle of 359 location card, the Locutus of Borg enemy card, the 4 Resistance Futile Treachery cards, and the 4 Sleep Event cards aside out of play. That's all of them there. A lot of out of play stuff. Place the Borg cube enemy into the staging area. So before anything happens, there it is. Let's have a look at this Borg cube. So 30 threats, 6 threat from the staging area, 9 attack, 6 defense, 30 hit points. Regenerate 3, indestructible. So even if you kill it, you can't actually kill it. Players cannot play attachments on the Borg cube, and it is immune to player card effects. It should also have the keyword massive. You would think it would have the keyword called massive. In fact, let's make it a little bit more massive. Just for fun. Borg cube does not leave the staging area. It is considered to be engaged with each player whose threat is 30 or more and attacks each of those players in turn, starting with the first player. During the combat phase, deal a new shadow card for each attack. So it actually, while it's floating around, it just doesn't consider you to be a threat unless your threat is actually 30. Hence that. So, not looking good. Already at 38. But then, reduce all player threat to 1 and proceed to 1B. So you're so insignificant to the Borg that you actually raise your threat down to 1. So pretty good. Start at 1 and progress to 1B. After a short exchange of fire, the Borg mysteriously kidnap one of your crew and speed off towards Sector 001, Earth. When revealed, randomly select one hero among all heroes controlled by the player and turn it face down. The chosen hero cannot be your ship hero. That hero is now considered kidnapped by the Borg. It cannot be used, targeted, or damaged, and does not collect resources until it is rescued, as instructed by card effects later in the mission. Note, this is the important part here. Now, this normally you would randomly select. So just like the TrekLotR quest, you would randomly select the character, pray that it's not Aowen, and away you go. But there's a special little caveat to this. Note, if you have Jean-Luc Picard in play as a hero, he must be the one chosen to be kidnapped. So that's what I mean by a bit of a cheat. So I've intentionally created a deck that has no leadership things in it because I knew that Jean-Luc would be the first one to go. I don't have to randomly choose. My team is essentially going to be Data, Ramil, and the Enterprise E. And that's really it. So I need to get the card that lets him quest and then untap. Ready. ASAP. Which I think is called Starfleet Training or something like that. So that Ramil can be my defender, Data can be my attacker, and the ship, and basically questing and all that sort of business. Ramil will never quest because why would he need to? And I'm going to try and keep my threat as below 30 as possible because the Borg cube will just ignore me until that point. The Borg themselves won't, of course, they'll attack, but the Borg cube itself won't attack until we get to that point. And then in stage 4 it starts attacking you regardless of what your threat is. So yeah, so that's the trick. Now you may consider that a bit dodgy, and it is. It's a bit shifty, but I want to see what happens. I'll play it again with the standard randomly selecting, but for now we're going to stick with what we've got here. So as per the rules of setup, actually let's go back to this. Any more when revealed stuff? Oh no, that's it. Alright, so 6 progress needed, Borg cubes there. Let's get a hand. Okay, so now I didn't get either environment suit or the card that lets him ready after he does it. So even though there is actually some good cards in here, the Nascos, Delta, the phaser array for the ship, and a stasis field, that's pretty good. But I need to have the card that lets him ready, otherwise it's going to be very dangerous to use his ability, and his ability is too awesome to not use. After Data commits to the mission, look at the top card of the encounter deck, then you may discard that card. I mean, it's just too good not to be able to use it. He has to commit to the mission, but I also then need him to attack, and Ramil's not that good, not that great with attacking and stuff. And I don't have any like weapons in here. Like, there's no tactics cards, so there's no weapons and shields and all that sort of jazz. So it's just rely on his 4 defense really. And every time he defends, if he doesn't take any damage, I get to reduce threat. So that's pretty good. So yeah, let's mulligan. Let's see what we get. Alright, here we go. Exhaust Starfleet training to attach ready hero, and even better, team leader. While you control 2 or fewer heroes, attached hero does not exhaust to get to the mission, and he gets +2. Actually, no, wait a minute, what am I talking about? The starship is a hero, so he still has 3 hero. This card, I should change this to 3. While you control 3 or fewer heroes. Otherwise, you're pretty screwed, right? Because the balance is off, right? The balance is a bit weird because of the ship is technically a hero. So it should say attached to a non-ship hero, and then say why you control 3 or fewer heroes. Oh well, he still gets the +2. bonus anyway, and I've got Starfleet training, so that's cool. Some extra hit points for the ship. I draw some cards and a queue, so I'm cool with that. So I'm going to keep that hand. Not that I have a choice anyway. Get resources. 1, 2. So right off the bat, you're starting off with crappy resources. This might be a good opportunity to use Alex, who gives you 2 resources at the start. But then if you're playing the random version and he randomly got chosen, that would be incredibly infuriating. So anyway, so I've got 2 resources. Draw a card. And yeah, don't have to do anything else up here. I've got the ship. The ship's going to ignore me. So I really just have to build up my stuff. Really build up my stuff. I don't need that yet. It's going to be a while before I'm going to get to that. So really I either need to draw some cards or get Starfleet training. What's the other Starfleet card that I'm thinking of? What is the other card? I think it's intelligence. Yeah, Starfleet intelligence, the ones where he doesn't exhaust or commit to a mission. I actually wanted that one. These resources so bad. So I can't actually do anything this first turn. Really. I want to save up my resources, and then that'll be a whammy next turn. Or do I give him the +2? I don't need to zoom through too quickly, to be fair. I just need to be able to beat 6, and then whatever else comes out. So as long as I can beat 6, and I'm going to do 7, so I'm going to have 1 extra. Yeah, so I'm going to spend 1 to give him team leader. So that he does at the very least. Well, should I make that change now? Attached to a ship, her way control 3 off your heroes. It should be warrior control 6 or fewer characters. No, I'm already being shifty enough, so we'll just leave it. We'll leave it for now, and I'll think about making the change later. So he still gets the +2 at the very least. So 3, 5, 9. Gonna leave Ramil here so he can do some defending if necessary. Although, wait, none of the enemies are going to attack me just yet anyway. None of them are going to be that high. The Borg are going to basically ignore me because of no threat at all. Let's have a quick look at the enemy cards. So the ship ignores me. And I'm pretty sure all of the Borg will ignore me too. So the drone's 12. The engineer's 22. Tactical drone's 22. Tractor beam's 30. And torpedoes 35. So, yeah. Let's quest of. I don't need that. I'm not going to do it. I want to spend the resources and other stuff. So I'm going to quest of everybody, and let's just see what happens. 3, 4, 8. Save my resources. I was like, why is this card so small? But it's actually because I made that so big. Anyway. Alright, so fair enough, yeah, a Borg drone. So I won't engage it, it won't engage me, and I won't engage it. So 8, so 8 versus 8. I don't gain anything, but I don't lose anything either, and they ignore me. So that's the thing, right? I don't want to. I can't have it building up and up and up, because it gets defeated, gets back in the thing. But if I just leave it in the staging area, I have like 8 of these bastards. It's yeah, pretty intense. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I didn't use his ability. Like, after all that talking, I still didn't use his ability. Would I have discarded that Borg? Nah, you know what? I actually probably would have just left it anyway. Alright, so having Deanna help out would be helpful, but she gives extra willpower, which is pretty sweet. 3 of her own, so when she quests, she adds 3, plus she is another person plus 1, somebody else plus 1. So yeah, she's awesome. But for now, that's not what I want. What I want is to draw some cards. How many cards is it? 3. Why does it say up to 3? Choose a player. That player may draw up to 3 cards. That's interesting. So I could choose to have less. I guess if you had one of those card effects out that said take damage if you draw cards and stuff. Yeah. So. Alright, so some extra attack, which is handy. What does the Enterprise do? The E does 5. So I can't even get past its shields. It needs +1, +2 just to get past the shields. You can have 1 additional restricted attachment. I can't even get past the shields. Madness. And those guys. Alright, but anyway, so I'm going to get... so now we can attack and mission, commit to the mission, and then I can ready him again. Which was the plan. Alright, so back to it. Can I start killing these? Yeah, let's start killing stuff. Because I can defend, and then it only needs 4 to die. So 2 shields, 2 health. So I need to hit it for 4, which Data hits it for. So let's not commit Ramil. Let's leave him alone for now. So it's 3, 7, which I know I will automatically fail. That's fine. So Data is committed, so I'm going to look at the top card of the deck. Do I care if this comes out? So there's a location, Borg cube interior. If any player's threat is 25 or higher, while this location is stationary, it gains +4. Must travel there. I'm cool with that because my threat's not even close to 25 yet. But it does mean 6, 8, 10. So I lose by 3. Slowly but surely that threat starts building up. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is travel there. And then we go into combat. The action window before combat, I'm going to ready Data. And then I'm going to optionally engage the Borg drone. Show card. I'm going to defend with Ramil. Drone will attack for 2 plus the shadow effect. No shadow effect. So attacking for 2, no problem at all. Ramil defends. And because he defended and had no damage, reduce the defending player's threat by 1. And then Data will hit it for 4, which is -2 for shields. 2 is dead. Okay, and it gets shuffled back into the deck. Resource. Okay, tricorder. Now that's handy because I can use it for multiple things. Look at the top card of the deck, of my deck. Get +1 willpower or -1 defense. Now, the benefit that's going to give me is that if I give it to one of the heroes, I can give the Borg cube -1 defense, because even though it doesn't leave the staging area, it's considered to be engaged. So it engages. It's considered to be engaged with each player whose threat is 30 or more, and then attacks them. So when that triggers, this will come in handy. So I'll leave it for now. I don't desperately need it right this second. I need some willpower more than anything else. But it will come in handy at some point. So for now, what I need is I either need to save up and get the Oberth or Deanna out, or get training so I can get some willpower happening. So I think I will actually get team leader. Sorry, not training. I might get team leader. On data. And so he's now doing 5. Don't have an enemy in place, so I might as well do a Ramil. So 5, 6, 10. Let's hit it for 10. Okay, so it's another interior, so it's 8. And then, so that means I win by 2. It's pretty good. So far, so good. Putting up some resources. Don't need another team leader. It is unique, so you can't have more than one team leader in play, so I can't be doing any of those sort of shenanigans. So leave that aside there for now. Really need to start saving up. I need to save up to get Deanna out. Oh, actually, I want Deanna out more than anything else. So let's save up for Deanna. So nothing there. Nothing else I can play. So yeah, let's just hit it. 5, 6, 10. Let's just quest it for now. Oh, I'm meant to be doing. Let's have a look. So data has a look at the card. Well, Folsom Nebula is in the active location. Starship characters cannot attack or defend, and your threat is reduced by 5. After Folsom Nebula leaves players and explore the location, raise your threat by 5. So you sort of hide in the nebula there, but you can't attack or defend. Your threat is reduced by 5 while it's the active location. That's interesting. After it leaves play, raise your threat by 5. Yeah, I mean, everybody's tapped out. I'd rather keep that than one of the nasty ones, one of the treacheries. So, yeah, I'm cool for that to be there because I'll make that the active location. So 6, 8, 10. So I neither win or lose. 6, 8, 10. Alright, I've got enough for Deanna to come out now if need be. Oh, but I've also got Guinan. Yeah, she's pretty cool. While Guinan is undamaged, she gains response. After your threat is raised as the result of either questing unsuccessfully by an encounter or by a quest effect, reduce your threat by 1. So as long as I keep her safe, she essentially stops Doom. So she'll come in a lot handier later on when Doom comes in. She doesn't stop the automatic threat that you get at the end of the round. She doesn't stop that. She stops it. Basically, any other threat, she cancels 1 point of that if that happens. So so yeah, for now, not really, but definitely later on. For now, I definitely want Deanna because she is going to quest with me, and she's also going to help me quest. Just her very presence is enough to inspire to help on the missions, so it's pretty cool. I've got 2 lore that I could use. I don't need to worry about the ship and stuff for now. I think I might just save it for now. Yeah. So 3, 4, 8, 11. So it's 3, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13. And then Deanna, because she quested, she gives a +1, which I've got handy over here. I'm going to give it to Ramil, just for the lols. So it's actually 14, I'm going to say. 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 14. Yeah. 14! Come on. Come on. Alright, so data's committed, so let's have a look. Another ball cube interior. I'm cool with that. Not an enemy, but any of that sort of shenanigans. Very cool. I'm happy with that. Although now I'm starting to get location lock happening here. That's no good. So let's start clearing some of this stuff out. 6, 8, 10, 12. So I win by 2. It's enough to clear that away. Sayonara. And then I think I might hit Pulse and Nebula, because while it's active, the threat goes down by 5. It's pretty cool. And then I'll start clearing them away. Because I don't care if the ship can attack or defend right this very second. So might as well get rid of it while I've got the chance. Now you might be thinking, why am I not attacking the ship? I mean, I can intentionally engage it, right? But what's the point? Regenerate 3, it's indestructible. I mean, I might as well just ignore it. I mean, just like in the episode. Let's do a bit of investigation first and find out what the hell we're dealing with before we start worrying about this bad boy. Alright, yeah, so that worked out alright. Can't complain. Threat back by 1. Blink, 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 blink. And that goes away. Resource. Let's get a card. Okay, so hypo spray is pretty handy. And I love the picture. It just looks like a doofus. Attach it to a character. Exhaust hypo spray to heal 2 points damage from that character. Now the logical thing there is to give it to Ramil so that he essentially doesn't get damaged. So yeah, I do have 3 lore to take care of, but would the smart thing here be put out some mines? Because the first, I mean, I'm bound to get a ship or space enemy. There is a couple in here, other than the Borg ship itself, of course, but you've also got the torpedo and the tractor beam. Although it doesn't have the word space on it where it should, so there's a mistake. I have to put that on there, so it should be a space enemy, which would essentially instantly kill it. As soon as the Borg torpedo came out, it would die. The same with tractor beam, so that would be handy. But again, won't engage me for a long, long time. I'm actually thinking I might Guinan just in case. Oh no, see, I don't worry about that. There's no doom until stage 2. might as well get the TrekLotR out and just start letting it use it for +1. It's restricted. Neither of them are restricted. So I could really pack. Yeah, let's do it. Data's just a questing machine at the moment. Let's do it. TrekLotR on him. Alright. And I'll save that one out there for now. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Might leave Ramil okay for a second. 10, 13, 14. Let's do it. Yeah, now I'm really glad I left Ramil out there. Oh, I should have dated. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that because I'm going to kill it anyway. So keep forgetting to do the data ability, which is just madness because it's awesome. 6, 8, 10, 12. Win by 2, which is good. I'm going to optionally engage this guy. I'm going to train Starfleet training to ready data. He loses his +1 will. And I'm going to defend with Ramil. So you know the drill by now. Defend with Ramil. He's defending for 4. He's being attacked. Oh, there's the torpedo. No shadow effect. So no effect there. Data hits him back dead. So because he defended, my threat goes down by 1. I can shove it back in. So far this is working pretty well. I mean, yes, I feel a bit weird about it because of the John Luke dodginess. So far so good. So we'll see. By 1. Resources. Okay, so Nurse Agawa. She's pretty cool. She heals up to a Starfleet character you control readies during the refresh phase. Heal 1 damage from that character. So she just heals automatically when they ready. She will just heal upon a damage. So that's pretty cool. If you have her in play with Dr. Crusher, they sort of play off each other, which makes sense. Really thinking I should get the Oberth out. The thread is good. Really need to start questing. Start slapping in the questing. And plus the Oberth will help out when we get to the point where I need to get some chump blockers for the Borg cube. It's 9 points. Just blow the Oberth out of the sky. But anyway, it is what it is. So, the poor Oberth. Let's do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 16, and Diana gives data 17. So, yeah. Pretty good. Alright, let's remember Data's ability. Nope, don't care about that. It's only 1 threat. I'm cool with it. 6, 8, 10, 11. Win by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 5, 6. Now, because that left play, my thing goes back up by 5. So that's fine. And goes up by 5. Now I get to travel. You can ready a character when you go into space, and it's only 1, so I'm actually going to just leave that there for now. Use that when I need to for my advantage, but for now I'm going to travel there. No enemies to engage, so let's move on. Oh. Okay, so advanced medicine is just to heal a character, heal all damage from that character. Don't need that. I've got no damage. Let's just start building up my ship, I think. Let's start building the ship up. So let's get it some advanced phases. And let's start questing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 16, 17. The data choice, no, I'm going to keep it because I'm going to kill it anyway. 6, 8, 10, 11. 1 by 6. So that's enough to get rid of that outright. And 2 more on here. Okay, now things are really starting to chug along. So I'm going to travel to here and get rid of it. My window, I'm going to ready data. It loses his +1 will. I'm going to engage. Optionally engage this guy. He's not far from actually engaging anyway. So, optionally engage. I'm defending with Ramil. There is a shadow effect. The defending player. Typo. The defending player chooses and returns 1 exhausted ally they control to its owner's hand. If they do not control any exhausted allies, instead raise their threat by 3. So that's assault. Yeah, I'll just return the exhausted ally. Don't want to raise any threat. So, done. I'm cool with that. And easily defended, so reduce threat by 1. And then Borg dead. Oh. It's annoying when it does that. Yeah, so data. Kills it. It'd be good if you had some sort of progress when you kill things type thing effect, but that is what it is. So shuffle that back in. Reset by 1. So threat control so far doing pretty good. Okay, nice. All right, so Sarek is going to reduce my threat and give me some action. So I should be able to clear this in this turn, and I may even go to stage 2. So let's see what happens here. So I'm going to Sarek's Council, which reduces threat by 3, and then gives somebody +1 willpower. I'm going to give that to Deanna. And then let's do it. I'm not casting anything else, right? Although, do I want to start building up? My ship's going to start taking damage, so let's get it some armor. Alright. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, oh, 14, and then Deanna's ability, 15. Okay, so Data's ability says that I get to look at it first, so let's have a look at it. When remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest. If there's fewer than 4, remove everything. Yeah, so I'm cool with this because it's much worse as a shadow card. If any character doesn't like cast defense, much worse as a shadow card. As just a normal treachery, it's really not that big of a deal. I'll lose 4. I'll gain it back, so it's fine. And who knows what the next card is? Why risk it? So yeah, I'll use Data's ability to get rid of that treachery card. And then I'm just doing 7. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, what am I talking about? I'm not using Data's ability. I will have the treachery card, which means I lose 4 progress. It is what it is. So 7. So 15 versus 7, which means I win by 8. So it doesn't really matter anyway. Just smack the crap out of it. So 8's enough to get rid of that. Plus 4 on there, so I go back to where I was. So I would have gone to the next stage. The only one I've got to go to is no space, so might as well. Means I get to ready a character, and there you go, readied. Nice. But nothing else to happen anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So raise threat, ready. Get rid of +1 wills. Resource. Resources is basically what I need. I got plenty of cards to choose from, so I got cancel shadow effect there. I should start just saving up. Start getting some of these guys out. So let's not do anything there. Let's just quest 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14. Okay, so Data, have a look. No space. Happy with that. Versus 7. And means I win by 7, so that's easily gone. And then 4 on here, which is enough to clear it. So let's go to the next stage. Before we do trouble, we go to the next one. So 1B gone. 2A, disable the cube. Chasing after the Borg cube, you send an away team to infiltrate the Borg cube in order to both knock it out of warp and rescue your crew member. Proceed to 2B. The away team search for the 3 systems they need to disable the cube's warp drive. However, they also discover that your crew member has been assimilated and is now the commander of the cube. When revealed, that should be titleized. When revealed, place the Locutus of Borg enemy and the 3 objective cards into the staging area. Alright, so there's Locutus. There's the 3 objective cards. Energy regulator. Control hub. Actually, let's put it in this order. Least powerful to most powerful. Search the encounter deck for 3 Borg drones and attach them to the 3 objectives. Okay. Borg drone. Borg drone. Borg drone. Then shuffle the 4 Resistance is Futile Treachery cards into the encounter deck. Resistance is futile. So here's a bit of a quick look at Resistance is Futile. Doomed 1. When revealed, reveal X additional cards from the encounter deck and add them to the staging area. X equals the number of players plus 1. So yeah, pretty harsh. Nowadays, ability comes very in handy. I'll basically be discarding every single time that happens. The players cannot advance to the next stage of this mission unless they have destroyed all 3 objective cards and placed them into the victory display. So let's have a look at one of these objective cards. So these are these systems that control the warp control hub of the Borg cube. They're guarded, which means that you put the 3 cards on there. Action. When it's free of encounters, you may raise your threat by 2 to claim this objective. When claimed, place this card engaged with you. This card is now considered an enemy with the following stats: 0 attack, 1 defense, 2 hit points; 0 attack, 2 defense, 3 hit points; 0 attack, 2 defense, 4 hit points. At the end of each round in which this card is engaged with a player, that player raises their threat by 2. End of each round, raise their threat by 3. End of each round, raise their threat by 4. So it becomes more difficult as time goes on. And we need to kill these before they become free. When they say free of encounters, it means free of a Borg drone. So kill the drones first, which means I can then claim those, and then we go. Locutus doesn't attack until your threat reaches 35, but it's while he's in play, all Starfleet characters lose -1 will. Yeah, it's pretty painful. So he'll be queued. So as soon as I've got enough resources for Q, I'm just going to immediately kill Locutus. Deal 4 damage to one enemy in play. Bang. Queued. I was thinking that I should make his hit points 5, just 1 more, just to see how it goes. But I don't want to make that change. I thought about it before we started play. I don't want to make that change until we've had a game with it, because I mean, like I said, this quest is quite difficult. But how difficult is it if you know what's coming, get around it. Anyway, so 15 progress, and I need to have all 3 objectives destroyed before we even bother doing anything. So travel phase, obviously we'll get to that guy, which means that I can ready a character, which means this time I will actually take advantage of that, because I will now optionally engage one of these drones. And then standard defend with Ramil, nothing to worry about unless there's a bad shadow card. And the attacker enemy gains plus X attack, where X equals the number of players. That could have been bad, but it's not that bad because it's only +1, so it becomes 3, which is still not enough to defend to break for Ramil's 4 defense. So threat goes down by 1, and then Dana, of course, just kills him. Boink. At least that's 1 resistance is futile taken care of. That's pretty handy. Very handy. Now, it is clear, as an action, I can raise the threat by 2 to claim the objective. I don't have to exhaust a character to do it, I can just claim it. But I'm not going to do that just yet, because I then have to destroy it. So I could... I mean, it does attack for 0. Actually, you know what? I think I will, because if I ready data, I claim this... If it becomes an enemy, it attacks me for 0. So as long as it doesn't get a shadow card that says +1, I can then... I mean, I could just take it undefended, right? And then hit it and kill it. Actually, yeah, you know what? I will. I'm going to raise my threat. Oh, wait. Do I have an action window still? So I've already done attack and defense. What's left? Yeah, see, I've already done the attack section. So I couldn't attack it again anyway. If I claim it now, it won't attack me, because enemy attack phase is already over. But I can't attack it either. So I might as well leave it for now. There's no point taking it just yet. In fact, what I'll do is I'll clear these guys first and then start doing those guys, and then I can easily take care of them. Just because I could doesn't mean I should. So threat. Okay, Barclay, awesome. Although he's just going to make me draw cards. So Yeah, so Barclay lets you draw a card. I don't really need him right now, to be fair. What I need is to cancel the Locutus effect. I need to save up so that I can get Q out and just kill this guy. The only problem is he's not a victory card, so he could technically come back. So if I can wipe him out, I can get rid of this -1 willpower business. Because at the moment, I have to go up against 5. 11. It's pretty harsh. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it and let's see what happens. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14. So let's see what happens. Data effect. Alright, now this is interesting. Borg Engineer. Borg Engineer is in the staging area after the players have unsuccessfully quested. Shuffle 1 unclaimed objective enemy card from the staging area back into the encounter deck. Preference is given to an unguarded card. So I have to for her effect to come into effect, I have to quest unsuccessfully. So 11, 13. If I leave her in play, I still quest successfully by 1. Her effect doesn't happen. I can just kill her off anyway. She won't engage. And I'm going to Locutus in a couple of seconds, so then I won't quest unsuccessfully anyway. I'm worried that if I do data her, it will be something horrible. I don't want that. I don't want to resistance is futile or something like that. So yeah, I'll allow it. So 6, 11, 12, 13. So I win by 1. And then I'm going to engage and kill. Well, I'm going to optionally engage one of these guys. Data loses his thing. I'm going to Starfleet training to ready him. And then defend with Ramil. Oh! Shadow returns 1 exhausted ally they control or raise threat by 3. Oh, decisions. Do I want to lose Deanna's awesome questing stuff? So I got a bit cocky with the... Okay, you know what? I don't. I'd rather take the 3 threat. Oh, I don't get a choice. The defending player chooses and returns 1 exhausted ally they control to its own hands. If they do not control any exhausted allies, raise threat by 3. But I actually do. So I don't get a choice. So, Deanna, back to my hand. That is a bummer. Oh, no. No. I have to spend a resource to do it, but I'm going to do it. Spend 1 and hasty shot. Cancel that shadow effect. Ha! Got that. I can't lose Deanna. She's just too powerful. And then of course Data will kill him. So yeah, thank God for that. I quested successfully. The engineer's ability doesn't take into play, and nobody engages me because my threat is still 1. Actually, I should go down by 1 because of Ramil successfully defended. So yeah. Pretty sweet. And around 7, I think I'm in a bit of a commanding position here. I think I should lower the threat that some of them engage at. Like Locutus, I think should engage sooner. Oh no, I've stuffed up. I have stuffed up. I don't know if you caught it, anybody watching this, but yep, I stuffed up because I didn't do Locutus's -1 willpower thing. Well, let's do it. I mean, let's work it back. Let's work it back. So, let's go back. Let's go back. I really want to go back because, so you were exhausted. You're exhausted because it becomes very important and shows just how ridiculous this quest can be. So I chose not to. So there's a Borg thing on there. All right, so let's do it again. So I chose not to data the Borg engineer. Now this is going to show why that decision was so bad. Because I'll put the shot back on my hand. Yep. I am going to quest unsuccessfully because I'm doing 14. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, 14, right? But Locutus says that it's actually 14 minus everybody who's Starfleet. And they all are. Starfleet, Starfleet, Starfleet. So it is actually minus 3. So it's actually 11. And they get 11, 12, 13. So I unsuccessfully quest by 2. So that's gone. Threat goes up by 2. And her trigger effect happens. Shuffle one unclaimed objective enemy cards into the encounter deck. Preference is given to unguarded. So this now gets shuffled in. So I should have cleaned it before. Shouldn't have been so cocky. And then we go to combat. Alright, so I'm going to kill her. Because now she's obviously too much of a threat. I could engage Locutus, but when he attacks, the defense goes down by 3, and he's doing 3, so... so I'm obviously Starfleet training, sorry, that should be untapped. Gets rid of each +1 thing. Alright, so his defense would go down to 0, so Locutus would hit for 3. And then when I hit back, I'm only hitting for 1, which is not enough to get past of. Although, no, I'm defending with Ramil anyway, right? So Ramil would go down to 1. He'd get 2 points of damage. Take 2 points of damage, and then Data would hit back for 1. Yeah, so it's the hitting back part that's the danger. That's the bad thing, because he basically can't do enough damage. He has to be cued. Otherwise, there's no point. All right, so I'm going to optionally engage the engineer and kill her because she's just too dangerous. So I'm defending with Ramil, so she's attacking for 3 versus he's 4. No shadow effect, so no effect other than his ability to reduce threat by 1. And then yeah, so Starfleet hit back. He's hitting for 4 versus her 3, so she doesn't actually die. Wow. She only takes 1. She takes 1 point of damage, so she sticks around. Sticks around, but at least now she's engaged, not in the staging area. That was really painful. Lesson learnt. Resource. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to 1 2, 3, 4, 5. Kill Locutus. So bring out Q. And do 4 points of damage to Locutus. He dies. He's not a victory card, so he goes to the graveyard. And I will return in a second. Alright, I've returned. Alright, so where was I? Questing, yes. So he comes into play and kills Locutus, so the negative thing goes. I'm going to keep one so that I can hasty shot if I need to. Ship refit is a good one to come out. I'm really glad that came out. I can't afford it just now anyway, so let's do it. Let's do the questing. Now I don't need to super quest. I can use the -1 defense. I don't really need to though. Thinking I might not even need to quest. Oh my god, I've stuffed up. Oh, seriously considering just deleting this video to hide my shame. But I haven't been counting the threat from the Borg drones. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Here I was thinking I was just kicking butt. It's like, oh, I think this is too easy. It's not that hard at all. What are we talking about? No, it's just because I was an idiot. So I wasn't playing properly. That's why it was so easy. You know, I'm not gonna delete this video. I'm gonna leave this up because I need to reveal my shame that this quest actually is hard, and I'm proud of it. That's what I'm very proud of this quest. It's nowhere near as easy as this video has shown it to be, and it was only that easy because I was cheating. I mean, I really should be over 12 at the very least by now, right? So at the very least I should be at 13, possibly every 17, because I think I might have ignored their threat for like two or three rounds. I should be at like 17 at the very least by now, right? Which means these guys should be engaging. I'm taking all sorts of damage. It's just no. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna leave this video up to reveal my shame. I'm gonna restart, do it again. I'll stick with the cheating of the John Luke cheat. I'm gonna stick with that at the very least, but I do need to restart because I've missed too many. The fact that I've missed that so much is actually kind of annoyed me a lot. So yeah, enjoy my shame. I'm going to reset. Apologize if you were watching this and screaming at the screen saying, "What the hell, dude?" Like you've stuffed up like 3 or 4 rounds ago. Then I apologize, but thank you for the interaction. Feel free to leave a comment at my stupidity. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. We'll see how we go again. I might tweak the deck a little bit as well. I've got a lot of cards here that I don't really need, I think. But we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much. As always, take care of yourself and each other. Thanks for watching. Bye.